Welcome to Head Full of Radio, where a longtime Radiohead fan goes through the whole recorded discography alongside his friend, who's only familiar with the song Creep. Will we agree on the songs? Can I convert him into a fan? Let's find out.
In my mind, everything is south or everything is north. I don't really get what I understand. I understand.
That's northeast.
Yeah. I thought Durham was like way below Manchester. So I don't know.
Welcome to Head Full of Radio. I'm Andrew, and that is Nico.
Hello.
We are in September, but we're still talking about plans for me to be there in August. So that tells you how much earlier we were recording this. Today, we are on the song I Might Be Wrong, which is the 5th song on Amnesiac. Yeah, that sounds right. 5th song on Amnesiac. Yeah, well, yeah. I might be wrong. In the late 1990s, Tom got deeply interested in Buddhism.
Understandable.
And there's a quote from Hermann Hesse's novel Siddhartha that appeared in some sections of the Radiohead.com website at the time Amnesiac was released. There are river and waterfall imagery used in the lyrics of 3 songs on Amnesiac. Pyramid Song, which you also saw the video for. Water. I Might Be Wrong, and Like Spinning Plates. Basically, the interesting thing about it is Pyramid Song is at the start of the album, I Might Be Wrong is in the middle, and Like Spinning Plates is at the end. And all 3 instances, this quote could have been a part of that inspiration. Yeah. Do you want me to read you the really long quote?
Do it.
They all became part... I'm going to do it in my radio voice.
Okay, sure.
For anyone who's listening, look up Alphabet Soup on UMFM in Winnipeg. They all became part of the river. It was the goal of all of them, yearning, desiring, suffering. And the river's voice was full of longing, full of smarting woe, full of insatiable desire. The river flowed on to its goal. Siddhartha saw the river hasten, made up of himself and his relatives and all the people he'd ever seen. All the waves and water hastened, suffering towards goals, many goals, to the waterfall, to the sea, to the current, to the ocean, and all the goals were reached, and each one was succeeded by another. The water changed to vapor and rose, became rain and came down again, became spring, brook, and river, changed anew, flowed anew. But the yearning voice had altered. It still echoed sorrowfully. I'll edit that to make it sound better. It still echoed sorrowfully, searching, but other voices accompanied it. Voices of pleasure and sorrow, good and evil voices, laughing and lamenting voices, hundreds of voices, thousands of voices.
Huh?
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
I don't know. Like, I loved your voice and rendition of it.
Thanks. Okay, I'll take that.
I'm curious what they wanted to say with that.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a quote by the band. I might be wrong. Here's a question from Mojo. I might be wrong really conveys that feeling well. Something life-changing is obviously going on, but you don't tell us exactly what it is. And Tom says, one of the lines in the song, I used to think there was nothing left at all. It's a document of a complete crisis point, basically. I live on a beach, and one night I went out on my own and looked back at the house, and even though I knew there was nobody there, I could see a figure walking about inside. Then I went back into the house and recorded that track with that presence still there. It was all in my mind as usual. The song really comes as much from what my long-term partner Rachel was saying to me at the time. Be proud of what you've done. Don't look back and just carry on like nothing's happened. Just let the bad stuff go. When someone's constantly trying to help you out and you're trying to express something really awful, you're desperately trying to sort yourself out and you can't. And then one day you finally hear them, you finally understand, and after months and months of utter fucking torment, that's what the song is about. That's some deep shit.
Dang.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm not going to read them all, but I think it's hilarious. There's something 17 magazine, which is not something I would bring up on a Radiohead podcast.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Apparently had something called Lyrics Lounge, where people wrote in about what they thought the song was about.
Okay,
And
so it's one of
Tom's
those
whole
things that's
thing
definitely
was-
interpretive.
Yeah, so like, you might be wrong if you tell me what you think the song's about. I think that's kind of hilarious. One of them said, Tom is talking about a relationship that he realizes he's sabotaged. If he just goes down the waterfall and lets things happen as they may, he'll have a lot more fun. Thought he's been through a serious breakup. He's pretty optimistic about the future. Tom's response, trying to be optimistic, yes, but it's not as personal as you imagine. Confusing, Max. Sorry. Rating, 5 out of 10. Wow, he gave one person 11 out of 10.
Oh.
Yeah. He said, I spent a lot of times, yeah. Tom says, I spent a lot of time watching things die, walking in a lot of vast landscapes. I was reading the Tibetan Book of the Dead as well. Huh. That's fun. All right. Cool. I've given you 40 minutes to think about everything.
Yes.
And I might be wrong about some of them. Huh?
Okay.
Oh, gosh. Are you ready to hear the song?
Is the internet ready for me to hear the song?
I think the internet will be ready.
I'll be ready by the time the internet's ready.
Okay, well, that's why we had some playful banter, just to get over that ad.
100%.
Go!
Ooh. It's already giving me like Tibetan singing bowl energy. Yeah, it's very like spiritual. Oh, okay. Oh, it's taken a different direction.
It sure has.
It almost feels a bit more like Western now. Like cowboy. Okay. I'm vibing with this.
Awesome.
Curious how the mascot's tears like don't fall straight.
They go around his hand.
Yeah.
I love that bass part.
It's just so cool all around.
Yeah. And that keyboard, it's so neat. That bass. What a kick-ass bass line.
Yeah. I'm just popping my head.
Yeah, it's hard not to, right?
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder what that means.
Yeah, exactly. especially because of being in Pyramid Song, where the video he's underwater.
Right, true.
So now they're back on the waterfall.
Yeah. Because at that point they're like fully submerged. This point it's like we're up at the top, getting ready to take the plunge.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised that the lyrics are "Keep It Moving." For like 20 years, I've just been going.
Oh, there's more to it.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, did we autoplay something else? Interesting. I feel like this is like once you've come down the waterfall and you find that there's like a little cave.
Yeah.
And you've like wandered inside and there's like this little reclusive area.
I get that, yeah. That keyboard part.
And the bass is still doing its thing.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a good one. I really liked that.
That's awesome. Talk to me about your feeling on it.
I just feel like kind of effervescent. Like I'm like, wow, that was like really hit for me. Like I'll be straight up, that's not getting less than a Johnny and a half at the least.
Nice.
Yeah, that was just like, again, like simple. Like he doesn't like say like too much, but like that's what's so good because like again, it allows you to put your own, I guess, interpretation of what he's saying and what it means.
Right.
And I'm getting very much like sort of, I don't know if it's like self-discovery vibes, but it's very much like discovery of like some sort of journey and like going through that. And at the end, it's kind of like that. It's almost not quite enlightenment, but like it's almost like a eureka moment or like a perspective shift. And I just found the whole thing very, very cool. On like more than just like obviously very much on the listening level. It was really cool to listen to. But like it really took me somewhere. I really, really liked that.
Fantastic. And you get to see it two versions of the music video in a couple of weeks.
Right, like this deserves two versions for sure. Like I was already excited once I saw it got two different videos. A little sneak peek that like this hopefully would be a significant song in some capacity. But then we also had the Planet Telex multiple,
yeah, you're right.
revisions.
And High and Dry had two versions.
That didn't really mean much at that point. So I didn't want to put too much stock into that. But this definitely delivered. I'm trying to think is there anything keeping me from giving it a full Tom?
What would be keeping you from it?
Honestly, that's what I'm thinking. I cannot think what would have made it better. So why not? Let's give it a Tom.
Wow. That's amazing. I don't know the last time you gave a song a Tom.
Me neither. And I was thinking, well, what other songs are there that are like I've given a Tom, and how did I feel about those? Whereas this really like lifted my vibrations, man. So I was just really here for that. Like that did something to me. And obviously when music like makes you feel something in particular, obviously that's not necessarily inherently just the music. It can just be like a lot of confounding, like contributing factors. But in this moment, that hit really good. So Tom me up.
You want to hear the lot? You gave one other Tom this whole time.
What was it for? Was it Street Spirit?
No, it was for, where did I just go? It was for an acoustic song.
Oh.
Where did it go? I just had it a second ago in my giant.
Oh, was it like? I feel like I liked Plastic Trees as well. Fake Plastic Trees is another one that I remember liking. I'm trying to think what other songs really hit me. I can't remember.
Had it a minute ago. It was. Maybe I was wrong. I might be wrong. I thought I saw one.
And also, this title is very much like a me thing. Like, I'm very much someone that prefaces everything with like, well, you know, like I'm not 100% sure. I might be wrong. So it just works.
Yes, it does, and I'm so happy that you got there.
Yeah, I'm happy too.
You've given some Tom or some Ed or Johnny and a halves as well.
That's the thing. I feel like I'm always like something could always have been like. I think I was always of the impression that I'd know when it was a Tom, and I think even with this one, I had that question of like, well, what would make something perfect? Does perfect even exist? But you know, it hits that.
Yeah, I too, listening to it again, I hearing all those parts, that keyboard part, the do 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 do, and that fucking bass, that, you know, but like fuck, and it's so, even the change feels good. That change from where it, you know, turns softer and he's singing a little at the end there. It's just perfect. It's fantastic. I'm also giving it a Tom.
Well, hey, I love that for us.
Oh yeah, it's. I love the hell out of that song.
Me too. Now this is a new thing to be added to the playlist.
As a matter of fact, for a long time when I was doing solo work in like the early 2000s, I was looking for musicians to like be in a band with. I had this vision of doing a version of that song because it's relatively easy to play on guitar compared to a lot of other Radiohead songs. And so I was like, for like 5 years, I tried unsuccessfully to get a female singer in my band because I always thought a lot of my stuff would be better with a woman singing it than my shitty voice.
I could see that being very good in that sense, yeah.
Yeah, and having a woman sing "I Might Be Wrong" as a cover, I thought would be really, really cool, but never ended up working out.
There's time yet.
It's time yet. Thank you so much, sir. Our first double Tom, I think. Probably.
Yes, that's so cool.
Yeah. I will see you next week.
We might be wrong. We might live to regret it.
Yeah, people who hear this might say we're wrong.
Yeah, by all means, do.
They can. You know what they're gonna do? You're gonna. If I was beside you, you roll your eyes. Right. They will. If we are wrong, they'll have their knives out.
Right, I was really curious how you were going to try and get that in there, but there we have it.
See you next week, sir.
See you next week. This podcast is recorded on Discord and is edited in GarageBand. The intro and outro music are Radiohead covers and can be found on Spotify under the band Lift. That's Lifte, with F as in Foxtrot. Also, find us on TikTok and Vimeo under the name @HeadFullOfRadio.